The Gila is quite prevalent in the Abyss, but for new players there's a far easier use for it, allowing even a new alpha player to fly it instantaneously using the free 1 million skill points you get from the referral link. And if you want to find out how you yourself can make 50 to 75 million ISK per hour using a cheap Gila Nullsec that costs less than 350 million ISK in total, is super easy to use and very new player friendly, go ahead and watch this video in its entirety. On that note, you can find my referral link down in the video description if you do need one. Hey guys, it's me, I41. Today we are taking a look at the Gila, which is used for ratting a Nullsec. It is super easy to use and relatively cheap, and even as a day one new player you can technically fly it immediately, so let's dive right into it. But playing alone in EVE sucks, so if you want to take part in an awesome community, fly fun ships, make some dank ISK and have genuinely a good time, with constantly people around you to hang out with, come and join Suspect today and fight under the banner of our great ruler, me, so come and join today. Anyway, on with the video. First off, let's take a look at the fitting, which, quite frankly, is incredibly easy to use and understand. The Gila we will use a passive shield tank as well as an afterburner for additional transversal, meaning NPCs have a harder time hitting us. But you also have enough time to warp out thanks to your massive buffer if things do go sideways. We also have a multi-spectrum shield hardener next to the specific shield hardener we are using for running the sides. This means even if you do get attacked by other players, as long as you communicate with your friends, it might turn into a fun engagement you can win. For weapons, the Gila uses both drones and missiles. While the missiles are somewhat on top in your DPS, your drones are your bread and butter. Thanks to the Gila only using 2 drones and getting a massive flat DPS bonus, as well as the drones getting 250 more HP, it means it is super easy to use and not skill intensive whatsoever. Thanks to the flat damage bonus the Gila gets, it is very new player friendly, as it from the start gives you a lot of drone damage. In the rig slots we have 3 medium shield purger ones, due to them increasing our shield recharge massively. But I personally didn't fit Tech 2 ones simply due to their insane price, costing 30 million a piece. But if you want to have extra tank, you can get those as well, but just remember that they will be significantly more expensive. In the low slots we have 3 drone damage amplifiers to increase our drone damage even more. We could fit a damage control, but due to how much tank we have anyway, it is a better option to just take the higher ISK income you get from the extra DPS. And as always, you can find the entire fitting linked in the video description. But please remember, replace the Kinetic Shield Hardener with the one fitting most for your area of space. If you're not sure which one to use, ask one of your fellow Alliance members. It is a slight but necessary adjustment you have to make. Anyway, with the fitting out of the way, we will now take a look at the skills you will need to fly the ship properly. For this, we will specifically take a look from the point of view of a completely new player. All you do is, you simulate the ship and click on the orange book in the top left and click on Add All Skills to Queue. As an alpha, you will not be able to use Tech 2 medium drones, but you can still use faction drones, for example Caldari Navy Vespas in this case. These will be far stronger than normal Tech 1 drones, and absolutely worth it in the case of this ship. You can find the whole skill list down in the video description as well, but it basically boils down to you wanting to be properly cap stable. Even if 16 minutes of capacitor really is not that bad with starting skills, only meaning you have to turn off your afterburner once in a while to regenerate capacitor, and get as much DPS as possible, as a tank on the Gila, even with not perfect skills, is already overkill for most PvE activities, especially combined with high transversal you gain from using an afterburner. Also, small tip, if you do have Omega, make sure to get the skill Fuel Conservation, as that on level 1 will already turn the Gila cap stable. With now having the fitting and the skills done, you now have your ship ready. And now we get to how you actually use your Gila. Using the Gila Nullsec is incredibly easy, as you can run quite literally any combat site, but you should run Havens. Not only do those give you the most ISK for your time, but they also give you 10 out of 10 escalations, which you can sell on to other players. All you do now is make sure you have mobile tractor units in your cargo hold to drag in the loot, and warp to a haven of your choice at 0 meters. Once you land it, you deploy your mobile tractor unit, orbit it at 1000 meters, and deploy your drones. Put your shield hardeners on and afterburner, and now you can sit back and relax. Shoot at the NPCs using your missiles and just run the site. Just make sure that before you leave the site, you bookmark your MTU so you can walk back to it once you've finished ratting and come back to pick up the loot. For picking up the loot, you might also want to store any tier 1 hauler of your choice in the system where you're running the combat sites. This will allow you to pick up all your MTUs in one go and not having to keep on docking back up because you run out of cargo hold. Furthermore, you should also consider getting a PvP ship ready in the station to defend your ESS if people do try to rob it, which they will. Here, your best bet, however, is organizing with your fellow corp members and not going in just on your own. Just please don't use your actual Ishtar for it, even if it is a strong ship and is fitting technically works for PvP. There are other, better options. If you click on the info box at the top right, you can find a few of my videos linked for ESS defense ships and other PvP ships, so make sure to check those out for alternative options. Also, try to avoid ratting in your staging system. Your staging system will always have the highest amount of traffic of not only friendly players, but also hostile players, so rather, if you can, take a comma system maybe 1 or 2 jumps out from where your staging system is. So it is more noticeable if a hostile player enters your system. Using that info, you can also then just drive your Gila straight to safety before anything bad happens. So just make sure to always keep an eye on your local chat for any non-friendly fellows entering your system, and dock up if they do. You can technically take a fight in a Gila, but normally hunters will be at the advantage, so especially at the start, take the safe approach and simply dock up. Also make sure to watch out for dreadnought spawns. You cannot kill a dreadnought spawn, but they can kill you, so try avoiding those as well. Anyway, this is all from me, so go ahead, try out your Gila, make yourself a bit of ISK. Even as an alpha you can make yourself your 50 million per hour, and with rare drops that number can be driven up even more, and just make sure you have fun. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, or even subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot to me. If you do, however, have any questions left, just write a comment under the video or go ahead and DM me on Discord. I'm always open to answer any questions you do have and help you out. See you guys next time.